Alright. I don't even know what I'm missing from these shops. I really don't. Mastery. Should get those. How much? What do they take? Do they take anything else? Oh, just drops. Oh, okay. Can I buy two? No. Knowledges, what do they take? I have 15 knowledges. I can't see it. There's no reason not to. I'm running out of reuse, I'm fast. Holy. Hey, Shinobi, how you doing? I gotta go get money. Oh. I was looking at all the buffs underneath my character. I'm like, what are those for? And I'm like, oh, right, the surrounding water. I was like, what is that? Can I just change bottle? Trying to remember what I had for alcohols. I think I had Chidori on something. I don't know if I filled up a cup or what. Golden Skull. Maybe I just had double Moon King. Pretty sure. Okay. So I needed Ryu. Oh! I only have like 150k. That's crazy. Holy shit. Bargains, what do you got, my guy? Thank you. Can I afford that? Yeah, the event's still here, I think, for another few days. I think Thursday night it goes. I'm not sure. I can double check in a second, but it's here right now and tomorrow for sure. Thursday morning for sure. But I just gotta check the Nyankoropon and it should tell me. That's it? Okay. This needs to go away. Can't sell those. Sure. Yeah, so if I check the Nyankoropan, it'll tell me, right? Because it'll tell me how long the banners run for. Let me see here. Till the 24th, so yeah, it is. You'll never forgive me for selling that recipe. Well, you can't sell it in bazaars. It's non-bazaarable. Like all the tree recipes, all the LTD recipes are non-bazaarable. Like I've gotten like 3 of those in the past month. It's all good. Yeah, so the 24th. So Thursday night the event's done. So this is the last of her. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think I have any SPs. I'm just sitting on. Nothing even takes SPs. Oh, up here. Okay. Oof. Yeah, I was sick this morning actually. Didn't go to work today. Woke up, stomach is all like, oh, and I just, must have slept till about 1:30. Had a Pepto-Bismol, went about my day. Started feeling better after supper. Had some groceries, or got some groceries and stuff, some water. Summer's coming, temperature's getting warm. Stay hydrated. That's for sure. So yeah, so the event only has a couple days left to it. Today, tomorrow, and the day after. Sent me a friend request? Where? On PlayStation? Oh, you did? Damn. Oh, I see you. Okay. I have to hit / accept. There we go. There, I just needed one more. Or 2 more. There, so that's the knowledge mags. Not that I really need them. Oh, those are the how do you get the weapons? Oh. Yeah, they don't take Nattoos or nothing? Oh, okay. You have to buy them though. What are the skill cards? Collapsing Blade, and what's this one? Lance of Flames. I only have 235 of them. Shit, I might need to get these. Can I just buy them all? Thank you. Okay. I don't know how many of these spears I have. Can I buy multiple? You can? Okay. Alright, I gotta get more drops. What does it take to make a seal? You need to have the weapon at 100, you need a knowledge mag, and you need a mastery mag of the same class. So if you had spear, you need the spear mastery and the knowledge mag, and then I think you need like 10 eggs. Something like that. And they changed them all to be like the other mags now. So for spear, they're pierce, and bow, they're pierce instead of slice. Which I'm not happy with. I would rather them just make a new mag rather than change something that's been in existence for like 6-7 years. It's concerningly cheap. Well, I can check. Like, well, back in the day, like nobody was 130, so like that was kind of the big gatekeep today, or back then. Hey, Shelfini. Or Sheffany? Sheffany. How you doing, Sheffany? So if I go to production cost, it's a power mag. It should show up. There it is. There's a Cielo there, the twin blades one. Yeah, it takes 10 eggs, the weapon at 80, and then the knowledge, and then the mastery. I have the twin spear bow. I could have swore I had more cielos than that. Twin spear and bow. All the good classes, I guess. What does it take to get one? We hit 128 2 weeks ago. Right on, right on. Not that I would ever really make a sword cielo, but how do you get this? Oh, it takes uncanny teeth. Oh, well, fuck that. Yeah, I ain't got no time for no teeth. I didn't do the teeth exchange for, like, ever since I got them 2 recipes, I didn't care about teeth. I'd rather have the Natto. But I can have 1. What would be a good cielo to have? You have full energy restores at 1/3. Wow. That's a lot. You would need a lot of energy restores for that. Speaking of energy restores, so Steam got this last week and JP got this, but we're getting an update towards the energy system next update. And from what I hear, it is our energy limit is going to be changed to 500. So they're taking a page out of Star Rail here, and they're going even further beyond. They're not doing residual energy or any bullshit like that. They're doing 500 energy. So your level, like when you use a full restore, it's not going to give you 500 energy. When you use a full restore, it's still going to give you the same amount as it would before. So based on your level. So if I use a full restore, it grants me 140 energy. Whenever this update comes, it's still going to grant me 140 energy. No, this was not some buy low, sell high kind of deal. I see you on there. So basically, and it also is going to have a plus button next to the energy. So this is going to address something that's been a bother for me when running things like purgatories and energy events, is that when it's 60 energy a run, and you get into the groove of running it with your buddies, and there's like laps and stuff, if there is, you have to leave every 2 runs. So now you're able to supercharge your energy up until like 500. So like, let's say you get it up to like 460 because of multipliers, and you pop that last restore, you'd have like almost 600 energy. And then if all your friends do the same thing, you're able to more efficiently take advantage of a boost on something like a purg or an event or anything like that, instead of, because without that, the only way to restore your energy mid-dungeon or really quickly is with OC, which is like, some people don't want to do that. Not like, when you have like hundreds of restores or like 10 restores, 20 full restores, and then the game's like, you want to use 10 OC, and it's like, no, can you just take my fucking full restore? When you hit plus, you can go to max 490. Yeah, right on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's really, really cool when that comes, because now you can just supercharge your energy up, get all your friends on board, say, hey, we got 500 energy a piece. That's enough for like 9 runs. That's like enough for 9 runs. Hey, Alex, you don't remember your info, or you would definitely listen? The game's doing great. 10 years this year. This October will officially be 10 years for the PlayStation release. So PlayStation, Xbox, it'll be like the 10-year anniversary for that this October. Officially, like in JP time, like on PC, it's already been 10 years, but it'll be 10 years of PS4, PS5, well, not PS5, but PlayStation, Xbox, this fall. So people are still playing it. They're doing tons of quality of life stuff. Like I just said, they buffed the They made energy more intuitive, more better, just like way more fluid. They keep doing like quality of life stuff. We did a survey last summer, and the number 2 concerns were like, please buff old vanguards and like quality of life. Please do those things. Please. And every other update we see something just improving the game, just smoothing out, doing so much stuff. Yeah, I mean, since it stepped foot on there. So yeah, if I was to pick one of these recipes, I'm probably going to pick Wand. Steam and JP is full of mostly Asians, Japanese, Taiwanese. I know there's a ton of Indonesian people that play Onigiri. Tons of them. Tons of them. But mostly all Steam, yeah. Yeah, Steam. One of the things I've learned, especially, is it crossplay? It's only crossplay for JP, like PlayStation, regardless of area, like JP or English, they play on the same server. And Steam and JP PC play on the same server. So it's cross server but same platform, more or less. If that makes sense. Oh, Switch was a well, Switch was not as much of a failure as Onigiri Heroes was. That was like dog shit in a bowl served with some fucking garnish and says, "Here you go. What's this? Oh, you need 5 scrolls to get Miyamoto to 100. Fuck this." Fuck that. I think I'm gonna get the Wand recipe. It's on Steam. It's only on a launcher for JP PC. I'm fairly certain. I don't think, though. I think JP players still use the launcher. What's going to be the next perk? Rumor has it Cursect, because they messed up an update and PC players had access to Cursect's exchange shop, but Cursect wasn't there. So that's just the assumption we're laying out there. That's what I hear. Hey, Jason Call, how you doing? There we go, Megatama recipe, give her that, cool. I doubt I'll ever make it, but if I ever want to, I have it. Cool. So yeah, I gotta get my Nattoos. Still use the launcher, and Switch players got their account. Yeah, some of them did. It was a really, really wonky, wishy-washy, like, bullshit process that was. There was a big comeback, was there? Oh, okay. Very. I gotta get the chat up on my phone. I still hate how PS5 does like streaming, because like I liked it when the chat stayed on screen. Like that was good back in the day. Oh yeah, the big chargeback thing. Oh, so you just got a bunch of money on your lap, and you're like, where did this come from? Anyway, I'm gonna go invest it in crypto. Okay, so who do I talk to do this? Oh, the dude. You are not the dude. You are the dude. I'm about, I want to say halfway done Gawain's shop, and I need to finish that shop. I need to. Because that shop has lunar leaves, and I need those. It's like 25, and that is huge if anyone's ever farmed Cursec before. Over 200 bucks again? I guess so. No. It's 200 leaves for a curse act. You want to join, Sky? Sure. Right on. Remember the Yogg that had like Blitz Tiamat and shit? Like before you fought him? It was like Odin and Blitz Tiamat and all this stuff. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, if it wasn't for Cursect itself dropping the stuff, it would not be possible. Like, I think we've only had 2, maybe 3 events that have given out lunar leaves. Let alone the Wandering Spirits. Oh, you just let me tickle your nuts and then you left, huh? I got 1 hit. Where's that crystal? Did you just push me out of the range of that crystal? That would have been hilarious. Satan's weak to holy, but if your attack's high enough, you can kill him with dark. Like, I really don't. I don't know anymore. Like, it was holy, for sure. Take it, Net Jeb. Thank you. You crafted 1 in Sphere Cursec, running Lack of Skills. Like, the 130, right? Or the 128, right? You don't have 2 Cursec 133s. Oh, okay. There we go. Need a Yakumo temple for like Kaguya, Mephi. Well, Mephi is basically Yakumo temple. They need a Yakumo, like, if we could, okay. Now that's a fun little thought experiment. Use it as a dash sword. There's a lot of people that do that. Problem was he made it for sword. Honestly, like, the Cursec weapon, it has poison on it, and the best thing about it is that I have 10 LTDs. Fuck. I gotta use those. The best thing about the Cursec is that poison is, for the most part, unresisted by the majority of enemies in the game. Extra scroll. Yeah, well, they do actually. Like, Vanguard scrolls don't take up inventory. Vanguard scrolls go to the key item tab. But yeah, the Cursec weapon has like 90 wind on it. Like, most people don't realize it has 90 wind alongside the poison. So like, it's actually really good for like paired flash. If you still have a paired flash from the event, paired flash is fucking phenomenal on that. For spear, be paired flash, whirlwind thrust, you know. Yeah, like there's poison, rapid shot, venom arrow, you know, you name it. But the Ogi itself, the Ogi that comes with Cursec, the Cursec Sprint, that is wind and poison, and that's very sufficient, and it has iframes on it, Very, very good to just run that and the thing that comes on it naturally. Nothing's better than Cursec Cannon. Like, it's one of the perks where the skill that comes on it is phenomenal. Like, Dullahan's is very good because it's able to hit in the air. I love that move. But Cursec Cannon is, like, fucking nuts. I've seen it in action, especially against the chocolates. Fucks, I'm right up. Kieran. Attaboy. Anything new coming to the returning Akechi event? You really wish what? Dots are a way to build an own. I love DOT. I do. I wish poison and stuff worked. I love that shit. If we had percent damage, even 0.5%, I would take it. Especially in Oni. So stuff coming in the Akechi event. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Like anything new. Like, I think there's new outfits coming. Fuck. He just didn't take anything. Oh my god, though. Like, there's new outfits and stuff coming. There's new, well, Akechi's dungeon's getting re-ran. So, there's gonna be that exchange shop to look at. Cursec might return. Off the top of my head, I can't really remember. Do you need to... Like, I think to buy the recipe, you can buy Cursec recipes, but she literally just drops them. Like, she's like Dullahan like that. Like, you can just fight her and get the 133, get the 128 recipes. You just gotta run hard, I think, for the recipes. And little known fact about Cursec, if you run normal, you can get juncture recipes. Where is Dullahan Pyro? Pyro? Fire? What? Dullahan. You hate juncture? But yeah, you can get the juncture weapon recipes farming Cursec normal. If ever that so much is tickled your fancy. Like, if you want to farm them and sell them or whatever, you need a couple, you can get them somewhat frequently on Cursec normal. As for, like, Cursec's drops, with the nature of how many lunar leaves she takes, like, I think I have enough of her needles to make 3 Cursecs. Like, we farmed the ever-living fuck out of that dungeon, but you just don't get the, stuff. Oh no, you don't run Lacus. Like, running Lacus for leaves is tantamount to cock and ball torture. Like, it's so asinine. Even if you were to, like, skip through the dungeon by killing the Reaper and all that stuff, like, even if you tried to shorten that, like, it's not even worth it. It's not worth it at all. Like, the best way to get lunar leaves is either from an exchange shop or fighting Cursec herself. Like, that is it. Like, if Cursec's not around, put it out of your mind. It doesn't exist. Exactly. Exactly. Come on, take it. Oh. Is it? There's no scrap. We haven't had a scrap in, like... We haven't had a scrap in, like, a while, eh? Oh, fuck, that's not the crystal. Like, I don't know the last event we had a scrap in it. And I think the last one we had one, I didn't get it. It was the, I might have got it actually. It was the one with the androids, right? Androids and Shikibu? There would have been a scrap there. Oh fuck, get him. There is a scrap? Right on. Like in the event we had last, I think there was a scrap in that exchange shop. But yeah, why is it asking me about the yokai? Oh, I want that gun. I want that gun so much. Why? I'm in the dungeon. I already consented to knowing that I cannot change mount once I'm in the dungeon. Laps should not bring up that message. They should not do that. That should not even exist. Like, people should only run Lacus for, like, a mag recipe. That's it. Lacus should not be run. Lunar Leaf should not exist. At all. Like, we all complained about Shigaraki's. Like, oh man, Shigaraki sucks. And then they're like, bam, wanna one-up it? It's like, what? Huh? Wait. And then they make it take the fucking Lunar Leaf. And then they're like, oh, they think Lunar Leaves are bad? Well, guess what? Now things are gonna take Ancient Jewels. It's like, what? And then they're like, you know, see this really, really awesome high-level weapon? Yeah, it sucks. Oh, okay, thanks. Wait. Come back. That's kind of been the state of Onigiri in the past, like, 2 months. I don't know, past 6 months of Oni. I was paying people to farm Shigarakis for me. Like, I would bring people with me and then buy it off them if they got any Shigarakis. It was a very lucrative deal. That shit tore me asunder. My muscle memory is crazy. For me to go to like attack mode, change weapons, do this. Like, I haven't played in like 3-4 days. Like, Oni's been kind of on the back burner for me. You're saying, I heard that too, that it should be Lucifer Purg following the Order, because the last one was the Dragon Arc stuff. The problem is the Order gets thrown under the bus when, like, Golden Week and events like that happen. Yeah, a lot of people get Shigarakis and Mirogus. For sure. I'm never gonna get rid of my purified oil, so for me it's not really... I'm too stubborn. Oh, I got eggs! Sweet! That's like the 3rd time I got eggs in like 2 days. First time today, anyway. You got eggs too? Nice. Yeah, purified oil. Like, I get purified oil in bargains. Like, if I logged in every day and checked my bargains every day, I would get, like 1 or 2 purified oil a day. Like, I once sold my buddy, like, 100 of them. Like, he needed them and I had them. You have a reason to be. Isn't that a song? I have a reason to be. There's no mistakes. His friendship, level his friendship now. Well, yeah, I mean, Amara mags ain't shit. Like, what class are you playing now? Or, yeah. Like, you know how to reset bargains and stuff, right? Didn't buff this. I mean, they changed the Cielo mags this update. Like, they changed them from being slice for all classes to changing them to be like every other mag. So it's like pierce for spear and bow and impact for wand and staff, which I believe is a huge nerf, honestly speaking. I was saying this earlier, but like the mag that's been around for 6-7 years, they shouldn't be fucking with it. They should have just made something new. Yeah. Like they should have made a new mag in line with the other two. And I love those mags. I love those mags. Well, I love them both. But the Win one more so. I thought they both had movement speed because I was only reading one recipe. But I love that movement speed one. That Win, the Cielo thing. Oh, I can't wait. Well, I can actually. But I will really much enjoy to have it. Where are you going, Yib? Come here, you. Oh my god. Hashogo. There we go. Your bow now, unfortunately. Well, like, Cielos are fine because they have 3 ornamentation slots in low chakra, but these new mags also have 3 ornamentation slots in low chakra. So, like, yeah, they do dark really good, but these new ones for wind and lightning, they're pretty damn good. And that's a good thing. For sure. Like, I want them to keep making new stuff that's actually good. Like I was saying earlier, like they'll make like 1 good something for every like 5 bad somethings. Like that's how it feels lately. Like they'll make new stuff and you look at it and it's like, oh, okay, I don't care, or this isn't worth it, or whatever. And then there'll be like 1 thing that's actually worth doing. Like it'll be like the Greed Mag. The Greed Mag came out like a year ago. It came out a year ago in the summer, and it was arguably a very, very, very good mag. And then after that, there was nothing that came out that was very good until now. Besides the Taiji that has bonus damage. Well, that's actually I don't really care for the Taiji mags, but I made sure to get the dark one because I realized there was no dark bonus damage multiplier mag, so I was like, okay, this has value. And I hate the flood mag, so I got the water one too. Didn't make them, but I got the recipes at least. Yes, exactly. Like, the best thing about the Taiji mags and stuff is that they let you fill up faster. I've seen that shit in action. That shit's awesome. It's really cool. Why not? Why can't I get in? Did you DC? But you know what's worse than the Taiji mags? Which is a lot of things, obviously. But within recent memory, that the one that came out with the androids and Murakami? Whatever, I think Murasaki's the third. But Shikibu, anyway. That mag they just released, oh my god, do I have a hate boner for that. Oh, that thing, like the Lucent, the Super Lucent or whatever. That thing is super lame. I have no need for that mag. I looked at it, I'm like, oh man, this is really cool. This is great. This is not. And then right at the bottom, it's just like, oh, negative movement speed. Well, fuck this. Exactly. It's rare that me and you see eye to eye, but it's like, yo, fuck that. Fuck that. It'd be like you're playing a new RPG or something. You're playing an RPG and you get a piece of armor and it's got so much defense on it. It's so awesome. And then at the bottom it says you have to wear like a chastity cage. It's like, fuck this. Like, it's everything's so good except, and it's just like, nah, it ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it. Like, it's like the Super Saiyan Grade 3 there, where like Goku's like, no, you get so much power, but the negative movement speed, it's not good enough. And he gives Gohan a science lesson. Like, oh, it's exactly what that is. So to me, that was a flop. The whole, I don't even know the guy's name, Izo. All the Izo weapons, in my opinion, flop. Like, just no appeal at all. No interest in those. So like when they actually released these mags, I was like, oh my god, something good, something usable. I enjoy that. Holy fuck, did you even spin in there? Is there a lightning slash for Odachi? There's lightning jump slash, I think. So you're asking me very difficult questions. Ooh. A spicy natto. Ah, nah, they're so good. They're so good. Yeah, I heard that people DC'd a lot against him too. Yeah. Me, I wouldn't make the weapons. Like, I don't like the 130. I think the 133 or whatever is good, and I think the 138's awful. Just because I don't like that 4 weapon requirement. I don't know if Odachi has lightning skills. They might have, Odachi might have Void Lightning Slash. They might. I know Sword has Void Lightning Slash, so they might have it too. But apart from that, I don't know. I know that the Satan Oogie for Odachi is really fun. It's the same as Spears. That one's really good. Really high stun chance on that thing. Yeah, flying like yeah. I called it what, jump slash? Yeah. You know, to this day, Spear does not have a regular skill that's holy. It's the weirdest shit, man. It's so weird. I'd love to have like a holy water dragon or something. I'd even settle for like holy empty sky slash on Spear because that'd be fucking hilarious. For every Natto like in your inventory? Now you're thinking that's a good idea. Imagine like the bonus drops. Now that would be truly spectacular. But you know they'd fuck it up. Like, if, like, let's say, like, Yogg gets you bonus scrolls for having Toshi. But let's say, like, for one, you get the 20, right? Whatever she gives you. But then let's say you had, like, 5 copies of her. Then you would get, like, 100. And then, if you had another, and let's say you had Inuyasha maxed out, so that's another 4. So then you're at, like, 180 more drops a run. Like, if it counted, basically, if it counted how many total scrolls you have for a character, that'd be awesome. The problem with that is that it would be whale bait. It would be unhealthy whale bait. Because then, if that were the system, they'd play around it. They'd be like, oh, well, we're, like, it would be like the fucking Seshu event. Where, like, if you didn't have X character, you just got shit for drops. I hate those events. I hate them so much. The ones where, like, if you don't, like, even the Android event, if you don't have the Androids, you're fucking wasting your time. Like, it's not even worth running. Unless you get, like, 1 achievements and shit. Because you just get nothing. That I don't like. Well, I don't think there'd be compensation for the energy update. I don't think. Because it's not like it's something we're owed. Like, they're kind of providing it for free. It'd be like getting mad at McDonald's because they didn't give you an onion ring in your fries. Like, you know what I mean? Not that McDonald's makes onion rings. It's more of a Burger King kind of thing. Hey, Kate. Kale. I will get to that full comment once I'm done with this boss. Because you have a lot of questions there and I want to answer them. Got him. Okay, what did you say? Yo man, I haven't played this game because I'm on Xbox, but it looks very interesting. What makes you like the game? Like, what is your favorite part about the game that gets you hooked? Okay, so the game's really, really, really fun. It's been out for 10 years now. The best thing about it, and yeah, I did, yeah, I got all the points. Well, not all of them, but enough. But so yeah, this game's been out for like 10 years. The best thing about this game was that it was made before gacha was in mind, like for characters and stuff. So the whole base game when it came out was like you had a character, you built the character, you got gear for them, you got weapons for them, you built your stats the way you wanted, you build your weapons with the skills you want, and it was really, really, really individually focused. You could do whatever you want. You have a character, you are the character. It's not like newer gacha games where you have Diluc, and Diluc does what Diluc does. There's nothing you could fucking do about it. Like, it's not like that. It's way before that, more modern take on MMOs and stuff, where you're limited to what the character has for options, whereas in Onigiri you can do anything. If you get a character, it's just an extension of yourself because they scale off your build. So that's where that kind of line is drawn. Oh fuck, teleported. So to me, that's the best thing about Onigiri is the amount of individuality that goes into your character, into your, like, two people can have the same weapon, but based on the skills they put on it or how they build their characters or what ornamentations they use, they can be vastly different. Like, I'm a spear character that specializes in dexterity so that I can land critical hits and have good cooldown. And I use a staff because I believe everybody should know first aid. Everybody should be a healer. Everybody should have the capacity to have that ability. In this game, you're not just bound to a class. Like, I play spear, but if I wanted to, I can use a bow. I'll just do less damage because it scales off of my dexterity stat, whereas my spear scales off my vitality. Same thing. Like, that's the best thing about Oni, is that any day you can just wake up and be like, yo, I'm kind of bored of this weapon, let me try something new. And you can go build something else. Like, you're not locked in on like anything in the game. You do whatever you want. And even when you get Vanguard characters, they're not, for the most part, they aren't preset. Like, you get to build the allotment of skills on your characters. I'm using Honda right now. I have 3 Purple Lightnings and 2 Auroras as my skills because I want them to be there, not because she's preordained to do that. So honestly, it's the freedom and creativity you have in the game, which is the best parts of it. And then there's the people you meet. The people you meet are some of the greatest people you'll ever meet, or some of the biggest dicks you ever meet. And depending on who you are, you might like that. But anyway, like, the social aspect is very good. If you don't like somebody, you can blacklist them, mute them, or whatever. But if you do like somebody, it's great. PSN's right there. You can PSN chat, do whatever. That's awesome too. I met some of the best people in my life playing this game. So far. But yeah, Onigiri is, it's fun. There's always something to do, unless you play it like non-stop, hardcore, no lifing it. Then you might run out of things to do. Be able to set channel before you log in? Well, you should be able to, I think you should be able to have a toggle, right? Like, I think you should be able to have a setting, like in your settings, you should, like, you know, you can choose like how many characters you can display and how many people you see and all that stuff. Well, they could take it a step forward and you could have the choice as an individual to make the setting decision to say, hey, if there are more than X people when I log in, like let's say you're logging into Onigashima, like they would have a setting for Onigashima or the area, whatever. Let's say, because like if there's like 10 people in like Onigashima, that's amazing. If there's 10 people in like Yakumo or whatever, not Yakumo, but like Kumaso, it's like, oh fuck, that's too many people. But basically, like, you should be able to set a threshold that like if there's more than like 20 people in Onigashima, log me into the channel with the lowest amount of people. Like, that should be an option. That should be what happens. Like, I'm pretty sure it can happen where if there's too many people, you do load in on channel 2. But it's so rare nowadays. But I think that's a good idea. Just, it depends how they do it, right? Because let's say, right, it's an option, right? So let's say I know and you know and everyone else knows that we can, when we log in, we can choose channel 2 as a default. Well, if everybody chooses channel 2, it's not going to be any different from if everyone chooses channel 1. So it should just be by default, it should be by default that you just go to the channel that's less populated. That should be how it is. I do know that whatever channel you make your party on is where you will come out of a dungeon. So if people make a party on channel 1 of Onigashima, they switch to channel 2 and then they come out of the dungeon, the warding, you're back on channel 1. So pro tip, make your parties on channel 2 and channel 3, because you will come back out in channel 2 and channel 3. Don't make them in channel 1. Oh, lucky dogs. Yeah, I can't see the game coming back to Xbox, but I wouldn't mind it coming back to Xbox. I just don't know if players would have like legacy gear, if that makes sense. like, they could probably bring it back, but I don't know if they would still have all the player data remembered. Like, they would have to open up a new server from the one that once existed, if that makes sense. Because I have an Xbox Series X. I think it runs very well. I enjoy using it. I think they should, like, put Onigiri on the Series X, but literally make it the same server as Onigiri PS4, but don't have any of that single player bullshit. None of that stuff Microsoft wanted to have that honestly fucked it over. Like, ignore all that shit, but do that there. You don't think I could wand without some painful changes? Well, I mean, well, yeah, I can't block. Well, I wouldn't, I get interrupted. Like, I could be wand if I want to, but I can't stand that shit. Like, I had a wand character. My alt uses wand and sword. But, like, I have the accessories to go wand. Like, I have, like, the best wand accessories ever. But I have 0 wisdom as my character, so I do, like, less damage. But as attack percent goes up, like, with Lion Skull and things like that, you wouldn't remake all the weapons, you just make the ones at the top. Like, one can block, it's just, they don't block, they only block like 10-20% of incoming damage. And Sphere blocks like 90%. Oh, it's the mobile version. I would never. Oh man, like I mean, I remember my video take on that was they censored Ibaraki as I don't want nothing to fucking do with this. I was done with that. Fuck that. The only reason I played this game was for Ibaraki. That was it. Fuck that. Oh, I wouldn't change title. Fuck that. The affinity's not worth it. Like, I can wear 3 Reduxes with Lion Skull and have, like, a damage cap fireball right now. Like, it would not be a big deal. Why isn't he taking damage? What the fuck? Am I not hitting him? What's happening here? Yes, stay there and take it. Good. Like, if they brought mobile back, like, all they needed, like, oh yeah, the presets, they just don't exist. There's buttons for them, but they just don't exist. For sure. Weapon presets. Like, I would love weapon sets, absolutely. Like, the infrastructure's been there, it's just when it's implemented, we just crash. I'm pretty sure, like, it's always been there, but they just won't put it. That would be a really good one. But it's been so many years without it that the concept is just like, oh, right, yeah, sure. Like, you're better off just taking a pen and paper and writing down your water build or writing down this or that. No, they exist all the time. I can't change weapon in a dungeon though. If I hit status, right? Yeah. If I could go to the change weapon screen, it's at the top left. You just can never interact with them. Like, I think the biggest example of people... It was actually pretty remarkable of people using a weapon outside their class was... there's 3 instances. There was the Night Sky and Other Side bow when Knowledges came out. Bow was amazing. And then there was the Darkfin twin swords. People made those because the dark on it was amazing. And then, like, they made them regardless of their class because it was just the best way to achieve dark damage with the tools at hand. And then the strangest one was the Lucifer Purg weapon was made primarily as spears because of the 33 vitality they added so that the weapon would give you a lot of HP, but it also gave you a lot of affinity for spear. I remember the first update we had Lucifer weapons, I counted I think 10 spears made, and not all the players were spear players at all. Like, there were sword players, wand players that made the spear because the 33 vitality or whatever it gave was just so good and so much better on spear than it was on any other class. Which is one of those beautiful little happenstances you gotta love. And sometimes, if a Sublime comes out that is just so good, it'll make people build that weapon type just for that Sublime. People made spears for Tidal Wave Sublime. Like, if somebody gets a Sublime, it kind of dictates what they can or can't do in the future. Like, that Wand Oogie, the Meteor one, I don't know what it's called. It's not Heavenly Meteor, it's Weight of the Earth Sublime for Wand. It's fucking Mountain Icicle Punishment. That thing is amazing. It's super good. Like, I've seen people make the Gakaho Wand 133 just for that skill. And who would blame them? The weapon's only as good as the skills that are on it, right? Unless they come with skills that are really good, like the Cursa. But still, it's still the skills that are on them. So, and sometimes if it's a skill just comes out, a Sublime or whatever, it's good. Like, how many people have twin swords just for Fujin Circle Dance Sublime? Like, I do. Like, it's just how it is. I started doing my EXP ticket runs to get to 140 with the a Chase Blister staff. Chase Blister Sublime. I thought it was awesome for EXP dungeon. It was amazing. It had homing and tracking. I would just walk forward, throw it, it would blow up a crystal, keep going, boop, 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 boop. It was awesome. For me, a really good quality of life change I want would be the ability to nickname my mags or nickname my weapons. That, to me, would be more beneficial than skill sets or presets. Because I have so many different Chiamis, so many different Sparrows, so I have different Reduxes, different, weapons and mags of the same name that do different things. And I would love to be able to name and say, hey, this black kite is actually like BK34 rain. Like, I would love to say that so I can go through my inventory and be like, oh, that's the rain one. This great dog has 40 lightning on it. You know, and go, like, you know, I would love that more so than weapon sets. To me, just being able to look at a mag and be like, oh, that's that one. That's this one. Okay, cool. That would be really good for me. The nicknaming gear. Like, it would still maintain its core identity. But I would love to be able to do that. What's he doing? He's teleporting left or right? Center. There we go. I will never understand the appeal for PvP. How much am I running? I don't know. How long have we been running? Oh, it's only been an hour. There are other games for that. Ooh, we got the Makami glitch, where all the things like spew